Does my hair look big in this? No, okay. Hello. Introduce yourself. Okay. Right, my name is Martyn Clayden. I come from South London, which you can probably tell from the accent, and I have spent most of my life working in the television industry. Somehow, by a very strange route, I have ended up working in higher education, and I've been here for about 6 years now. What is your career background? Okay, my background is a little checkered. I started off, I did 1 year teaching, basically to fill in time while I was waiting for my wife to finish her degree. As soon as that was over, I thought, I don't know what to do, so I'll go and do another degree. So I went off and did a theology degree, because somebody said to me at one point, you'd be really good as a vicar. So that didn't happen. Next, and I thought, actually, the one thing I really do enjoy is working in radio. So my whole life was going to be based in radio until I got a letter out the blue from a TV station that said, do you want to come and work as a researcher? And I thought, no, not really, but I'll give it a go. So I went and became a researcher for Central TV in Birmingham. And that began a career that lasted 30 years in television, which was highly unexpected. I worked on Celebrity Big Brother. I did football for Sky TV. I worked on all the programs about improving your house or improving a room in your house. I even worked on Songs of Praise for 3 years for the BBC. Going around all kinds of places. I even ended up in Jerusalem doing a program on Easter Sunday and stuff like that. Describe what you do without using the word successful coach. Okay, so my basic role now is basically to invite students to come and talk to me about what it is that's bothering them. Because a lot of the time, the issues that students say on the outside is the thing that's really causing them issues like time management, or that they're under stress. And you think it's, okay, it's all because they've just been given all this coursework to do and it's really tough for them. By just listening, I do a lot of listening, and asking a few probing questions here and there, 9 times out of 10, the real issues are a lot deeper and a lot broader, and quite often a lot more unexpected than you'd expect. What support do you offer students? Okay, in terms of the support that I actually offer to students, the main thing is, first of all, to give them a safe space where they can come to me and talk about whatever it is that's causing them grief. Because most of the time that is what the problem is, that they are suffering in one way or another. And sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. Even if they are surrounded by their friends and they've got tutors or lecturers who in theory should give them all the answers they need, 9 times out of 10 it's not that they need. They just need somebody to give them some time to explain what it is that is making their life difficult. It may just be that they're lonely and they just want to make friends, but they don't know how to do it, and they feel awkward about asking people for help. So from my point of view, my role is to be their, almost like their new best friend, and I also describe it as a bit like you're about to start a marathon, and I roll up and I say, I'm going to be your running partner. So however fast you're going from here until you graduate, I'm going to go at exactly the same pace, and I'm literally going to be on your shoulder the whole time. Probably the most common 2 things that most students come to me with are problems with organizing their life, i.e. time management, and how to cope with the general stress of all that they have to do. Because most students' lives are divided between their studies, probably a part-time job, and maybe their social life, and or if they're into things like the gym, then they're full on with those, and they don't know how to juggle them all. For mature students, quite often there's families involved as well. It may just be looking after families, or because they've got children, and they have lots of juggling to do. Sometimes it's a cultural issue where there is cultural pressures that are anti them studying and things like that, so they have to find ways around that and ways to help them with that. What do you love most about your job? The thing I love most about my job is that every single person is different. So even though the issues are quite often quite similar on the surface, the fact is that you're dealing with real personalities, and because everybody's unique, I never know how each session is going to go, even with the same person from week to week, if necessary. And I just love the variety of it all. So the opportunity to just help people. And like yesterday, I was in a graduation ceremony and I'd actually seen some of the graduates who I know I'd coached before, and they actually said to me, you know, without your help, I probably wouldn't be here. And to me, that's what the job is all about. Okay, what is your most memorable moment working with a student? Okay, without any doubt, my most memorable moment of working with a student is that moment where they finally say, do you know what, I think I can actually do this. From the ones who particularly come to you at the beginning and say, you know, I feel like giving up. I really just can't cope with any of this. It's all too much. And the great thing is, it's not you telling them what to do. It's basically making them become self-aware that actually they can do this. And it's surprising how many really bright students, and they're probably the ones that I've quite often felt the most satisfaction with at the end, who have come to me with imposter syndrome and said, do you know what, I'm not really that bright. You know, everyone thinks I'm clever, but I'm not really. And actually, you know, they're super bright and they should be absolutely coasting this, but they just don't have the self-confidence to believe it in themselves. So for me to be able to show them that they are good, that they are bright, and that they are going to get through this, and then to finally see them walk out at the end with that degree, fantastic. Can't beat that. If you could be a family member to your students, which family member would you choose to be and why? Okay, if I could be a family member to my students, kind of easy really, because I'm exceedingly ancient. So I am like the father or grandfather to pretty much every student I meet, most of the students. I have kids of my own, so it's very easy for me to almost approach every student like they're another child and saying, I'm here to help. You know, whatever you want, if you need me, you just contact me. So no question, I'm the father stroke grandfather figure.